Hello everyone, my name is Megan and welcome to my 48-hour final book support group vlog. So it is, oh my god, it is embarrassingly late in the day. It is 5 to 2. I've not read a single thing yet today, and this readathon lasts for 2 days. It's 48 hours, and I've already wasted 14 of them. So I have like big plans for this readathon, and I've not started reading yet. So I don't think I'm going to be sleeping much tonight. So like that's fine. But let me tell you what I want to read. Also, this readathon is hosted by Steph at Steph Love, who will be linked down below. And yeah, it's just a fun way to make sure I'm actually reading my series. So I'm going to try and read this whole thing in the next like not 48 hours. Goodness me, in the next 34 hours. Is that how maths work? Yeah, the next 34 hours I'm going to try and read like 1400 pages. Is that how many? I worked it out. 1600 pages in 34 hours, part of which I will have to sleep, eat. My room is a disaster, so I need to tidy. I do have the audiobooks, they're all on script, so that's not too bad. So it's 47 pages an hour if I read for the full 34 hours. But if I say that I'm gonna sleep for like at least 10, that moves it down to 24. Which is still only 66 pages an hour, so that's doable, and I can definitely read more than 66 pages in an hour, especially when they're so fast paced. So what is it about? So Serpent and Dove is about a witch and a witch hunter who are forced to get married, and it's a like French inspired world, and that's all I can remember. I have read this before. I gave it 4 stars. It was really quick to read at the time, so I'm hoping it continues to be so. So yeah, I'm gonna get cracking. I've got the audiobook. I'm going to do some tidying, and then we'll see what happens if I do manage to sit down and just read solidly for a bit. Let's hope I manage to be able to listen to it, because it's unscribed. You can listen to it at 2 times speed, or it jumps right up to 3, and that's so frustrating because 3 times speed is sometimes just a little bit too quick, and 2 times speed is definitely too slow. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm gonna light some candles, I'm gonna sort out some things and check in with you in a little bit. Good morning. How are we doing? I'm failing this weekend challenge. there are no other ways to say it. I'm not going to be finishing the trilogy. I have finished rereading book 1. I listened to it primarily on audio and then read like maybe this section physically and then carried on audio later last night. I have not tidied my room properly. I've not done any of the, you know, like random shit I wanted to do, like write or send some emails to people that I need to send, or like start planning. I need to buy like travel places. I've not done any of that. I've watched a bootleg of Moulin Rouge on Broadway, so that was fun. I spent a lot of time watching YouTube videos of crafting. So I've watched people making quilt, I've watched people embroider, I've watched people making clothing, and I've convinced myself not to buy any crafting items, but that does mean that it's now. And I slept terribly. I slept really badly. So I finished Serpent and Dove at like 10 to 12 and then tried to go to sleep. 3 hours later I was still awake, but I hadn't like, you know, had Blood and Honey playing. Like I hadn't done anything productive in those 3 hours. My family went out kind of early this morning, but they've been up since 7 being loud, and then at 10 they left. So like for those 3 hours they were like constantly asking me questions, and like, so I had not enough sleep, and maybe like 2 hours total. So then I've just had like a really slow morning of just sitting and doing nothing and feeling tired. So it's now 20 past 1. I have these 2 books to read by midnight tonight, which isn't going to happen considering I also need to tidy my room, edit a video and get ready for work tomorrow. So this is on my TBR. I'm going to put the audiobook of this on, go read outside with a cup of tea for like an hour, and then we'll see where I'm at, because once I've done that I'm gonna try and edit. I was hoping to get my vlog up for today, but that's going to be like a long edit process as opposed to a shorter one, so I'm going to take my laptop to work tomorrow and get that sorted out. But yeah, it means I'm going to edit the easy video to edit for today. So if I start editing that at like 2, it'll be ready to go up at like 4, and then yeah, and then I will truly fail this. But if I finish this weekend, I can maybe fit this in at the end of the month if I get through the rest of my TBR. So I'm sure I'll want to finish the series out, you know. So yeah, definitely failed this. I could have read more if I'd actually read yesterday and not let myself get distracted, and if I'd actually gotten up this morning and not let myself feel sorry for myself. But you know, I read 5 books last week and I think I just needed a bit of a break, so it's fine. We live, we learn. And yeah, I really need to go drink some tea because I'm really quite tired. So I'll check in with you once I've sat outside for a bit, which should be fun. Oh, I need to hang the washing out as well, which will be less fun, but needs must. So hello, quick check-in. This afternoon I have read 300 pages of Blood and Honey. I suppose I should give you like my thoughts on both of the books. So Serpent and Dove, I've given 3 stars this time around. I liked it, just not as much as I did last time. I think the relationship developed really quickly, which I did mention in my first review, which I must have completely forgotten about because I thought it was a well-developed relationship in like my memory. So that's fine. I don't think that the friendships have been developed enough, although I do love Ansel. Like, I love Ansel so much. If anything happens to Ansel, I'm gonna be so mad. So yeah, and now I'm at page 300 of Blood and Honey, and I'm enjoying it. I think the pacing is a little weird. Like, it was very slow. I know lots of things seem to be happening, but none of them are like really exciting, you know? And Reed is pissing me off. Like, he's like, his character growth has gone backwards, and Lou's in like a weird place, and Ansel is getting his feelings hurt, and I don't like it. And I don't know, I feel like there's something going on with Coco and Bo, but that's happening like really slowly with like only off-page development, and I'm not sure how I like it, but I'm making good progress with it. I'm gonna edit now and get a video uploaded, and then maybe if I can like finish the last 200 pages of Blood and Honey in like an hour and a half after I've edited, I can then start Gods and Monsters on audio whilst doing some tidying, because my room is too warm to come tidy up now. Like, I was gonna put the Blood and Honey audio on and like tidy, but it's warm and there is no breeze coming through my open window, so it's not gonna happen. So yeah, I'm gonna go drink something, edit, and then hopefully I might actually be able to complete this challenge today, because they're like 500-page books, but they're like quick reads, which feels weird to say, but that's where we're at. So yeah, I'll check in with you at the end of Blood and Honey, and we'll see where I'm at in just general daily life. All right then. Hello everybody. It is, I haven't actually checked the time, it is 6:20, so it's not outrageously late in the day to finish Blood and Honey. Screaming children, I know, I'm sorry, but like, I'm warm enough and the window is open, so it is still a tad warm in my room, so I'm not sure if I'm going to dive straight into tidying. I might see what it's like with my fan on, but I don't know, so we'll see. If I jump, I should tidy. Yeah, so I'm going to tidy and just get gross and hot and sweaty, and that's just going to have to be the vibe of the evening, because if I don't start now, I'm just not going to do it, you know? I really need to do it, so let me check in. So it's a terrible look, and yeah, I don't care, it's warm. Blood and Honey, finished it. 3.5 stars. I think I like this more than the sequel, though Reed irritated me far more in this than in Serpent and Dove, because at least in Serpent and Dove you have like an entire childhood of indoctrination to work through, whereas this one, like, he's already started working through it and he keeps just regressing, and it's irritating. Also, the end of this has pissed me off because I knew it was coming and I still am sad about it. I'm like devastated. I didn't cry. I think maybe if I'd read this when I was 14 I'd have cried, but now, well, no, maybe I'm just more heartless. I don't think so though. I don't really cry at books very often. I cry at TV a lot now, but that's probably an insight into my psyche that you didn't really need in this video. So yeah, finished there. 3.5 stars. I liked like where the plot went in terms of like the politics and the alliances and things. I didn't think any of the characters interacted enough, and I don't think any of the trauma, like, I liked that the trauma that the characters have gone through has been discussed. I just don't think it's been discussed or dealt with enough, but I did have a good time, and I read this one almost entirely with my eyes and I enjoyed it. It was fast paced, it's not terribly written. 3.5 stars. So now I have Gods and Monsters to start, and I will probably do that soon, but first I thought I would do a little haul of random crap that arrived today. So I bought myself some biscuit tea because I don't know if you're ever on Sprints with Lisa and Becca, but they talk about this tea quite a bit, and I thought I'd give it a try. So I'm going to take this to work with me tomorrow and see how I feel about it. And then I also got the 10,000 Stitches by Olivia Atwater, which if you've watched my most recent vlog, you will not be surprised I picked this up. Do I already have this as an ARC? Yes, but I knew I would want it physically. So I bought it. This is a Regency made, okay, so it's a Regency fairy, it's part of the Regency fairy tale series, and it's a Cinderella-esque kind of story about a maid who gets a fairy godfather, but he has no idea what he's doing. And I'm excited, like really hyped. So yeah, I'll be picking this one up soon. And I also, this was the majority of the monetary value of my purchases, but 2 giant notebooks. So why buy 2 very similar looking notebooks, you might ask? Well, I want to figure out which one I like best. So I do like big notebooks, and I tend to go for like spiral bound because they open better, but I've heard really good things about both of these and I like the aesthetic of them. So we have the Moleskine Classic Collection hardcover. It's ruled, it's black, it's hardback, it's like bound with a spine, and it's got 192 pages, so it is fairly slim. I'm going to see if stickers adhere to it, because I'm going to be buying some stickers. I should really stop spending money, but you know. And then we have this Lectern 1917 one, which unfortunately is going to have the date thing at the top, which I'm just going to ignore. So this is slightly larger than A4 size. It's a lot thicker. It's 235 pages, and again, black, like hardcover bound. And yeah, I'm going to try out both of them and see which I prefer, because I'm going to be starting to write more, and I like to handwrite a lot and like brainstorm and plot things. I didn't say brainstorm, but I don't have a better word for it. It's like, yeah, just mind dump, and we'll see which one I end up sticking with and just creating an excessively large collection, because to be fair, these are like very similar in price, and this one has a lot more pages to it, but this one has a sort of sleeker look. So yeah, I think the paper quality, like the actual writing experience, is going to make the decision for me. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think I spoke more about those than I did about anything else, but choosing the right notebook is important. So yes, I'm gonna grab my headphones. I'm gonna start listening to Gods and Monsters on my phone, because Scrivener has 2.5 and 3 times speed in the app, which is like revolutionary. I'm so excited about it, and it's ridiculous. Don't think I'm going to be getting my video up for this evening at a reasonable time, because my iMovie just started lagging so badly that it pissed me off. So I'll go back to that once I've tidied for a little bit. So yeah, I need to eat, need to tidy, and then I can get back to editing if I decide I want to, but I'm definitely taking my laptop to work tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter either way. So yeah, I'll check in with you when I have thoughts on Gods and Monsters, but so far this is going much better than the last series in a weekend vlog I did, which was Caraval Trilogy. Did not enjoy that experience. This is a marked improvement. Okay, so it is 12. I'm talking very quietly because it is that late. So I went 20 minutes over the actual 48 hours since I started, 12 hours late. I think I can be forgiven. But yeah, I finished. I think this was my favourite in the series, and I did shed. I cried. I like crying, but I shed a single solitary tear at the last chapter. It was like happy tear, I guess, but like bittersweet. Yeah, let's go with bittersweet. A bittersweet tear. But yeah, 4 stars, my favourite in the series, I think. And I will tell you more about it tomorrow because it's very late and I need to go to. I'm gonna call it a success. And considering none of the books were below 3 stars, it's like a vast improvement over the book-up-lathon. Wait, was it book-up-lathon where I read Caraval? Or did I just decide to do that by myself? Either way, I am pleased with how this has gone, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Hello everybody, forgive my lack of put togetherness, but I'm here to wrap up my 48-hour final book support group reading vlog, and it is with great pride that I confirm I finished all the books I wanted to read. I finished Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. I finished Blood and Honey by Shelby Mahurin. And 20 minutes after midnight, I finished Gods and Monsters by Shelby Mahurin. Now this, I'm going to count as being a success because I started reading at noon on the Saturday and at 2 PM, 1:30 on the Sunday. So the fact that I finished this amount of pages in all of 2 days, but really only like a day and a half max, I'm pretty pleased with. So yeah, finished the series. Let me talk you through my ratings. So Serpent and Dove, I'm giving 3 stars. I think in my memory, the romance was more developed than it actually was. It was a bit quick and there wasn't quite enough interaction for me before. They were just like ride or die for each other, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. Blood and Honey also gave 3 stars. Some of the character development in this was off to me and some of the characters just like irritated me, so 3 stars. And then this one was 4 stars. The end of this actually made me cry. Not like full on sobs, just like a solitary tear, but a tear was shed. Emotions were had. And yeah, this had a lot of drama, a lot of action. We had some character development and I had a good time, and the ending was really sweet and bittersweet, and overall I'm glad that I read the trilogy. Am I glad that I got nothing else done with my weekend? Perhaps not. Am I glad that there are children screaming outside and I can't be bothered to close my window because it's really hot? Not so much. But you know, we live, we learn, we deal. And 2 of these books were on my TBR. So Serpent and Dove, I believe, was for a dark colour, and Blood and Honey was for a YA. Is that right? I think that's right. If it's not right, then I'll figure it out when it comes to my wrap up. But yes, I have very few books left on my actual TBR, and I'm very happy about that. So I will check in with you in my next video, which will hopefully be soon. But I keep filming videos and not editing them, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, Steph will be linked down below. Jem, who filmed my TBR for me, will be linked down below. Anyone else I've mentioned in this video will be linked down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know how your final book support group weekend went, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.